Hi, I'm Lindsay and welcome to Matt's shop. Today I'm taking it over so we can make this skateboard. I wanted to make a fun project for my two sons. I wanted them to have a toy that they could say their mom made for them because she's super cool and fun. Now, I am not a woodworker by any stretch of the imagination. I just happen to be married to one. But look at this. Spoiler alert, I made this. And if you're a novice woodworker or totally unexperienced like me, you can make it too. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is make a form for the skateboard deck. I went online and I found a template for the form on DIYskate.com. The form's going to be made out of these strips of MDF. So yesterday, Matt and I went to the home center in order to pick up a full sheet of 3/4 MDF. Now, of course, the home center put the MDF on the highest shelf possible. So it took a little bit for us to get it down, but we eventually did, bought it, and then made our way back home. So once we got home, Matt helped me move the MDF from the back of the truck onto the driveway. I then took my track saw and cut the MDF into 3 separate sections, each 32 inches long, since that's the length of the template. I then took the 3 pieces back into the workshop where I brought them over to the table saw and I ripped them up into 14 separate sections. Each section is 32 by 7 7/8. Now that we have our MDF down to size, we can start working on the form. The form consists of 7 layers, which are provided by 4 templates. Each template is broken down into 3 separate pieces of paper. So we'll start by taping each piece of paper together for the template. And I'll use a strip of MDF to keep them all straight. So I put the stock and laid it out into 4 separate groups, 1 for each template. I'm then going to take each group and I'm going to combine them into one by drilling holes in each one of the corners. That way I can then run them through the bandsaw as a whole, and I only have to run each template through once instead of multiple times. So now that we've gotten them all cleaned up, we can start assembling each side of the form. I'm going to start with the top side first. What you're going to do is make sure that you labeled each one of these so that way you don't have to start guessing which is which. I'm then going to remove this top paper and then I'm going to pull out the screws and then start assembling the form according to the pattern. So now we're going to start assembling this top form. So putting zeros in the middle and then I suppose chronological order to 1 and 1. Yep. All right. So then I'm going to do 1, 2 1s on one left side and 2 1s on the right side. 2 2s on left and 2 2s on right. And then lastly our 3s, 2 3s on left and 2 3s on right. And that shall create the top of our form. So we're going to have to glue them all together, and then I'm going to have to work this because it's really high up here. Is that better? Okay. All right, next step is we're gonna have to blend all of these ridges together to make a seamless curve. Now, the tricky part here is gonna be to make sure that the 2 sides of the form match each other well, because the 2 of them are gonna cradle together to create that mold for the skateboard. And so we're gonna have to make sure that the 2 curves nicely match and mirror one another. While I'm working on this blending, it certainly is not riveting. So I'm gonna talk about our sponsor for this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators. It's got thousands of classes on business, design, and more. And when you have the premium membership, it unlocks unlimited access to thousands of classes and groups, and you can find a community that is just right for you. It's great because there's more than 7 million creators on Skillshare, and so you're able to join groups and learn with like-minded people. You can get feedback on projects, and you can also speak to others who have that same interest as you. So I went on Skillshare's website to see if there are any courses that would be just right for me. And they have a whole bunch of courses on creative writing. And I am someone who forever has said, someday I want to write a book. But I haven't yet. So clearly I need some motivation. And taking one of these Skillshare courses is likely just the kick in the butt that I need. They have a course, Storytelling 101, Character, Conflict, Context, and Craft. And that would be the perfect opportunity for me to start putting pen to paper and get chapter 1 written. Today, Skillshare is offering Matt subscribers 2 free months of unlimited access. And all you got to do is click the link in the description box below. And then after that, it's just going to be $10 a month. So thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video and making videos like these possible. Now, let's get back to making that skateboard. Just finished 2 days of shaping the forms. Happy to say that that is behind me. It's very dusty and tedious and boring, so glad to be done. Now, these two are fitting fairly well together, but it's not perfect. So we're gonna use this cork. The cork we're gonna put between the two, and essentially it's gonna shore up any inaccuracies in the form, which will be nice, so that way they'll fit fairly well together. So let's move on to that. So we're finally done making forms. We can actually make a skateboard, which is pretty exciting because it's crazy to think I've done all this work so far and I haven't even made a skateboard yet. So we're gonna start with the blank. I wanted 2 different colors. I don't just want a plain one. Going with walnut on the side, and then down the middle, it's gonna be cherry. Definitely, it is not cherry. It is walnut? No, walnut and maple. Maple? It's maple. Down the middle, yeah? All right, so I decided to go with a 2-toned look for the skateboard. The majority of it is gonna be walnut, but I want a strip of maple down the middle. I clearly am a sucker for liking the same kind of look over and over again. When Matt decided that he was gonna make our crib for our children, he'd asked me what kind of designs I was interested in, and I went with the same 2 colors, walnut and maple. And so I'm really happy with how the crib turned out, so I figure, hey, my skateboard will probably look just as great with those 2 color palettes. Also, I like it. So now I'm gonna make it. So now we have this blank. We're gonna now resaw this blank into the individual veneers that actually make up the skateboard. All right, so we're gonna set the bandsaw up to make some thin slices. Once we have the blanks sawed up into all those really thin slices, we'll use the drum sander to clean them up. And we're going to bring it down to their final thickness. So we have our veneers here. They're 1/16 of an inch thick. Now these ones are the long grain, and we have some short grain as well, so we can intersperse the 2 of them together. We're then going to glue them all together, and we're going to put them in this mold and start forming them so they start looking like a skateboard pretty soon here. So now I'm going to see what we're going to do, but I don't know what it is. I am going to take some cold press glue, and I'm going to roll that on in between each one, and then we're going to place them together onto the forms. Now between the forms, we're going to be putting these wax paper so that the glue doesn't get all sticky on the form.
Okay, perfect.
So we're going to take the form with everything inside of it, put it in a vacuum bag, and we're going to suck all the air out. And then smush, smush, smush so that they'll all form together and start making this skateboard look a little bit more like a skateboard.
Smushy.
So Matt just notified me that my mic wasn't on because I don't know how to turn it on. I presumed to turn it on. Did not. So it's the next day. I just undid this pump thing, and now we're gonna see what's in it. Just gonna unroll this sucker. Let's see what's in here. Do you think the skateboard's in here? Yes or no?
Where's the skateboard?
It's in here. Oh. Where is it? It's hidden. All right, so move it. All right, boys, you're helping a lot, but like, all right, guys, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, we're gonna go look at it, see what it looks like. All right, thank you. Thank you for all of your hard work here.
Yeah.
Whoa, what do you think, guys?
A skateboard.
Yeah, we still gotta put the wheels and cut it a little bit, but this is a step one step closer to it. What do you guys think? Do you like this, the one little thing down the middle? You see that?
No, where's the wheels go?
The wheels, we're gonna put them on the back right here. Look it. You put your little feet on there?
I want to show you.
So we're finally at the stage where we can actually cut this down to final size. So we're gonna cut this to 8 by 32. My good friend Seth Langrick, shout out to you. He told me that is the average size of a skateboard. So I am taking him at face value. I'm not researching it. You should see his face.
High value face right
High value. He's an attractive man. So I know he's right because he's my skateboarder friend. So apparently this board is not perfect. Who would have thought? A first timer doesn't get it perfect. So we're gonna glue this sucker and get some glue in these seams, and then we're gonna clamp it up and make it think about the fact that it doesn't want to be together and how it all needs to play nice. Smush together. And then no one will be all the wiser that these little boards are little butt heads. We'll be cutting this down to 8 by 32. And then after that, I think we'll likely be rounding over the edges with a router. I'm gonna finish sand it, and then I'm gonna finish it with finishing stuff. Probably gonna use Armor Seal. Guys, I'm going on a limb. Armor Seal. Pretty sure it's the only finishing that Matt has in this shop. It is the #1 question I know how to answer when anyone asks, what did you finish this with? The answer is always going to be Armor Seal. Not a sponsor, despite the fact that's probably the #1 purchaser of Armor Seal. Almost made a skateboard. Now it's just the last step. We are going to put the trucks on this deck. Now we looked on the internet trying to find out where the standard placement is for the trucks, and we weren't able to find anything. So we're gonna wing it. We're gonna do 6 inches away from the edge. Now, skateboarding community, if that's not accurate, apologies, but the skateboard is being made for a toddler, so I think it'll be just fine. Hey, Pancake. Remember the ollie I did in high school? Huh? You do the slide down. I need to slide. Then you flip it up. Then you slide up. I can't do it, but that's how it works. All right, here it is. Finished skateboard. Can't believe I did it. This morning we surprised the boys, and we had the skateboard up front, and they turned around the corner and saw it. And honestly, it was so rewarding to finally see their happy smiles, because for months I've been saying, hey, I'm making you a skateboard. And they were like, yeah, okay, cool. And now finally here it is. I could say, see, I was telling the truth. I did make you a skateboard. Both boys had fun rolling around on it, but definitely Max gravitated towards it a lot more. It's kind of funny to see, you have 2 kids, 2 little boys, pretty close in the same age, and yet their personalities are so different. And it's just kind of cool to see how that comes out. And Max totally loved this and was rolling around, definitely did not want to have to share time to play on it. That said, I do think it'd be fun to make a second skateboard so each boys have their own. And then also, it'd be nice to have that opportunity to kind of play with different designs for the deck. Just, why not, right? As to making the skateboard, honestly, I know I shouldn't say this, but it was easier than I thought. Making the form was not. Making the form was terrible. I hated it. It was tedious. It's just, no, don't want to do that again. but making the skateboard itself honestly wasn't that bad. And since I took all that hard work to make that silly form, I kind of want to capitalize on that and make a bunch more skateboards, because the hard part is already done, and now I can just make a bunch of fun different decks. But don't necessarily hold me to that, because it took me 6 months to make this. So who knows how long it would take me to make another one, but why not? Hoping one of these days. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments about anything here in the shop or this project, please leave a comment below. Always happy to answer those. And honestly, it's my favorite part. I love seeing the comments. But until next time, happy woodworking.